Well, part 3. I took a bit of a detour. Yes, I had an extra hour up the walk, which means wifey ain't going to be happy. But I've had a bit of a bad sort of couple of days, so I just needed some time to clean my head. Right? Well, isn't that groovy? Right beside the road's there, right? The stream's there. The road's there, right? The stream's there. Isn't that fucking cool? It's great. I love living around here. I really do. I love living around here. You find all sorts of crazy shit like that. Of course, it came straight from mine, so it's completely fuck mine, but it's still a little stream, and it's right next to a road. Brill. It's starting to rain, so I might be a bit squinty-eyed, and it might be a bit blowy. Right? So I know some of you with headphones will be cursing right now. Oh, it stopped. Oh, we're in a little dip. No wind. I bet you I go 10 foot that way, it'll start blowing again. Yeah, so I'm actually wondering what the hell I'm going to do if my career doesn't pick up. Now, I know a lot of you are going to say, yeah, it'll pick up eventually, and I'm not so fucking sure. Now, I'll tell you why. It's no secret that I pissed off, for whatever reason, you know, just my very existence, the Zebrish community a long time ago, a few years back, right, by daring to move to Mudbox and then back again, and now I've flipped off again, right. The Mudbox community has always been great to me. Now we have a very small section of the Mudbox community that don't like Wayne simply because I released some free videos to help people and they didn't. You know, what the hell, that's what I mean, to help people. You know, like it tough. You know, if you're not prepared to help people, then don't have a fucking go at me. So basically I've hoofed a lot of the wrong people. By releasing DVD length and DVD quality stuff on the Ground Up series, I pissed off a lot of the big companies. So you'll never see me making a DVD for Norman. Well, Norman and Pixelogic are the same company, but well, let's not get into that again, eh? But you won't see it happening because these guys lost a lot of money. I've explained before, whenever there's a release, the easy disc to do is let's go around the interface and show you how it works, right? Dead easy to do, did it in a few hours, right? But I did the first Mudbox one was basically that and a project. I did it in 21 hours, right? Dead easy to do, and that was my first DVD. I still think I done it rather well, actually. Very well, in fact. Now, it pissed off a lot of the wrong sort of companies. So that's the reason why if I want to release now, I'll have to self-publish. That's the reason why I now have a copy, a duplication machine in the house. I have everything I need at the press of one button online to say, right, go, and things will start to sell. And that's been my insurance policy. And I always said I'll release eventually, but when the time's right. Now at the moment I'm thinking, well, I've got most of Wave 3 basically sitting on my drive as well as Wave 2, the rest of Wave 2. So there's about 6 hours of stuff nobody's ever seen. And I've got to put this out before Mudbox 2010 comes out, you know, because there's people less inclined to buy it, really. I'm trying to maximise the sales, and I do need an income. Now I know some people are going to have a go, but my question is this: why is it okay for Digital Cheers to do a Mudbox disc, for Norman to have a masterclass by someone nobody's ever heard of, at something they were doing a while back, you know, Rod Oddity to put a DVD up, but why is it not alright for me? I think of all the people I've helped more than anybody else, that's beyond question. So I think, you know, even I was actually talking in the mod section of the area, and they're having to say, well, look, you know, we think you should be earning more than a few quid here as a thank you, you know. So let's just see what happens. But I've got a feeling that the majority of users will not buy a DVD by me, you know, because they seem to see me now as the free guy. I've always said everything won't be free forever. Never will be. You know, I can't keep on with no income doing free stuff. If I've got a good income coming in, yeah, I'll do it all bloody day. So really, it's in the interests of the 3D community for me to be stable financially, right? At least the Mudbox guys. But of course it also means for other companies, it's in the interest for me not to be stable. You know, if you see that point, right? So how does you see why I'm worried? I may have no career left. The hack could have finished things off and put the final stake through the heart. I'm not being melodramatic, because there's obviously I can't go around quoting my finances at you, but let's just say things are severe enough for me to be seriously fucking worried. Along with everyone, I've levelled with a couple of people, like Dave Carpenter, and said, look, this is how bad things fucking are. And they've all said, whoa, you know, that's heavy shit. Because I've got to feed my family. Now I'm too old to start working in fucking McDonald's and shit. And I've been out of the norm world for so long now, I'm virtually unemployable. You know, you see a lot of us that have done free stuff, sometimes in it with no career. Jeff Patton does all the mountain race stuff. He basically said one day on his blog on CG Talk, look, I want to call it a day with 3D. I can't afford to, you know, keep going. And like the families, you know, I've got to feed the family and shit. Now if you look at somebody came to his aid and gave him a job, my bet is the same will not happen for me. I live in the middle of nowhere, you see. I don't live in LA, I don't live in New York. I don't even live in London or Manchester. I live in the middle of fucking nowhere. I live in the heart of England, right? Because to me the Derwent Valley is the heart of England. So what this place is, by the way, the Derwent Valley. Made by a fucking big glacier. Millions of years back. But yeah, so... yeah, I am panicking. Yeah, I'm worried. And yes, I want a fucking income. Now, the ideal way is not just through teaching people. Because people always come the old, well, if you were any good, you wouldn't be teaching. Well, that's not actually true. What it means is you live in the right area, you've got the right skill set. You have too many skills, right? It scares the crap out of people. There's a few firms that brought me in and offered me a job, but the moment they find out that my knowledge doesn't just stop at Mudbox and ZBrush, that it goes into a lot of programs well beyond that I've never covered online. You know, not many people see my raw Max work or my work at XSI or the stuff I do in After Effects, stuff in combustion. They never see this stuff, right? So once to find out, it can be worrying because everybody wants to look after themselves, you know what I mean? But anyway, I've got about 3 minutes left, and up there is where that village is, where the posh people are. And like the posh people that used to be over in Esh, in the old ones, I can't record there because they won't fucking like it. Oh, Range Rover alert. There you go. Oh, Land Rover Discovery, sorry. Yes. They always have Land Rover Discoveries, don't they? I shouldn't say that because my fucking cousin's got one. In case you didn't notice, I don't drive, you know. I had a health problem years ago, which meant I was banned from even learning to drive. And all that cleared up, you know, about, 6 years ago now. I just got in the habit of walking everywhere. I like it. See, if you're driving up this hill, you don't see shit. Now, if I walk around, I can see all this, you know. And it's about twice as close as it looks on the lens, by the way. And it's fucking lovely, you know. And I like this. I get this walking thing from my Uncle Billy, my late Uncle Billy. Now, me and Uncle Billy had always had a lovely relationship. We were far too alike. Although he was about 15 years older than me. And he had the same wanderlust for walking in fields and remote places and spelunking and stuff. That's where I get it from. He used to take me every Sunday for a massive walk in a place called Medhamsley, right way around the Dean and down, you know, the down sort of walk tracks and in the woods and stuff. And it stuck. It was a very sad day when he died because I fell out with him 2 years beforehand. And we never had a chance to put the record straight. And that will haunt me to the day I die. So anyway, on that lovely happy thought, it's time for me to go. Because I'm on the outskirts. Just round that corner. And I'll see you all next time. I might have to edit part 2. If part 2's missing, right, it's because I might have mentioned something about Mudbox I wasn't supposed to, right? We'll have to see. I'll have to check. See you all next time. Bye-bye.